If you're just starting to get into basketball, or even if you've already been introduced to the game, but you aren't seeing much improvement in your skills, here are 7 simple ways you can get better at basketball. Step 1 is to learn how to dribble. And I know you're thinking like, duh, of course I need to know how to dribble. But hear me out. It's really deeper than just being able to slap a ball on the ground. You gotta understand things like how to time your dribbles up with your steps, how to not hit the ball on your feet every time you dribble, and even simple tricks like the pocket dribble and hanging the ball on the hesitation with your hand on the top or side. These are things that you might not think about until it comes time to actually use them in game. Another thing you gotta know about dribbling is the quicker the ball comes back to you, the faster you'll be able to move. So you gotta make sure you're pounding the ball on every dribble. Controllably, of course. And if you want some drills that'll help you work on your handle, check out this video right here. Now this next one could arguably be number 1. But for me, I think it's just a good thing to actually be able to move on the court. But the most important skill for scoring in basketball is of course being able to shoot. You have to get a good form that works for you and allows the ball to have backspin. So your thumb flick could be fine as long as the ball has backspin. Now there are certain things that are universal for shooting, like the releasing of the ball on the pointer and middle finger and bending your knees. But other than those things, as long as your shot is comfortable for you and it goes in, that's all that really matters. But shooting should be something that you work on every day, and it's something that will always be valuable on the basketball court. Starting in close is always best, and once you get comfortable, you can always just keep stepping back. Just make sure all your fundamentals are straight. And if you want a more in-depth breakdown of your shooting form, check this out after you watch this video. Movement on the basketball court is something that's really underrated. And that's what we got at number 3. Learning things like footwork in the post, adding little pauses to your drives like Kyrie, and even practicing how to stop on a dime are all things that are crucial for growth and will always be useful in basketball. Things like getting both your feet off the ground on hesitations can really help you stun the defense. Also being able to get low like Paul George when attacking defenders. And like I was talking about earlier, you gotta learn how to move your body with the ball. So really try to get your handle faster so the ball keeps up with how fast you wanna go. Now this doesn't only apply when you have the ball in your hands. You also wanna know how to move when you don't have the ball. And a great person to watch for this is of course Steph Curry. And that's also another one of the tips a little later in this video. So make sure you stay until the end. Things like cutting baseline on wing drives from the other side and cutting on the wings on baseline drives from the other side can really help you get easy buckets. A must-have to get better at basketball is learning finishing and how to spin the ball on different angles on the backboard. Kyrie is again a great player to watch for this, but it's really all about using your pinky and really just testing spinning the ball on the backboard and seeing what goes in and what works and what misses and doesn't. This will help with your overall feel in game and will improve your options when it comes to scoring. Practicing things like the up and under and even just the regular layup can all help you get better. At number 5, we got learning the art of contact. This can be everything from giving bumps all the way to taking them. Shai is the perfect person to watch if you want to learn how and when to do this. But it's really all about using your shoulders on the offensive end, and then if you're the one defending, being ready to take hits and standing your ground. Another thing that can help you out is using your offhand to swipe at the defense's hands. This can open up driving lanes for you and makes it so much easier to get in front of them. I use this practically every drive and it works every time, so make sure you work on it. Tip number 6 is to watch film on players that look and play like you. So if you're a guard, you want to watch players like Steph, DG, Kyrie, and so on. And if you're 6'6" and a small forward, you should watch players like SGA, but if you're 5'6", you really shouldn't be watching LeBron and trying to copy his game, because you guys have 2 completely different builds, and what works for him won't necessarily work for you. So just watch someone who has about the same athleticism as you and plays similar to you. One thing that's really underutilized today is implementing everything in 1-on-1 and 5-on-5. I rarely see kids today practicing structured 1-on-1, and for me, this is what led to a lot of my growth and helped me implement everything I did in training in my games. Of course, training is always good, but you also need to practice those skills against real defenders and actually react to them. 5-on-5 runs are also great for development and will help you build your IQ and understand things like cutting, pick and roll, and getting the ball to bigs in the paint. It also allows you to make mistakes, so when you get in game, you know what not to do so your coach doesn't pull you out. All these things are what I use to become a better basketball player, and they even help me get some offers, so I know they'll help you guys out too. And if you want to know how to hoop like Kevin Durant, make sure to check out this video right here. And if this video helped you guys out, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple.